Hey, good afternoon. This is Meredith Lego, and welcome to my channel, which is all about ascension science and the expansion of consciousness. And in a lot of the videos, I basically am sharing content that I'm able to receive by connecting with extra dimensional or interdimensional beings. And I usually ask questions and then essentially get answers and share them with you on this channel. So, in this particular video, I'm going to be sharing a message that I received about being a conduit for basically a non-human being. So essentially, what I asked this collective consciousness group that I have been working with is, am I a conduit for a non-human being in another location? So in other words, just similar to me sitting here in kind of this third dimensional type space or fourth dimensional type space. Is there some, I guess you could say, agreement that I've made to be a conduit for another being that's just in another dimension? Obviously that's happening because I'm sharing a lot of information through this method, but I wanted to ask more about that process. And obviously, there's a lot of others, on this planet who are equally kind of sharing these experiences as well. So in some aspects, we're all in some way a conduit for source consciousness, if you will. But they certainly are connected into other fragments or fractals of consciousness and kind of sharing that. So the message that I received is, the place in the heart fuels the liberty of time. Hope creates the drive or fuel for change and railroads the motion of encrypted data. So that tends to be a common introduction or a way that this particular group comes in, which is they just kind of give me just general fragments of sentences. But what was interesting is that they said, there's going to be, hope obviously will create the drive for change, which I guess it always does, right? Every time there's hope, it's going to create sort of a momentum or drive for consciousness to change. But what was interesting is they said, and it railroads the motion of encrypted data. I'm not really sure what that meant. I might try and explore that in the future. But essentially, it sounds like through that process of hope, the process of encrypted data, I'm not sure if it's in the field or in computers, is basically being railroaded. I'm not sure if that's also a reference to AI. The waterfall flowing. This is somewhat of a fragmented sentence, but essentially, the waterfall flowing with great force and full movement and power. So essentially, this is happening. I guess what they're implying is that this sort of drive, this hope, is basically a force that flows very similar to a waterfall, which flows with really great force and full movement and power. But so does the narrowest intention of thought. So, so when you have a thought, thoughts are things. They are so powerful. And what they're saying, they're basically trying to create a correlation between a thought that you have, and you're constantly having thoughts all the time, which is why I work so hard to focus on clearing my thoughts and clearing my mind all the time, and do that a lot in meditation. So you're not thinking about anything. But essentially, thought is so powerful that it's been correlated to the force of a waterfall flowing with great force and great power and great movement. So intention and thought can create a huge force inside the field, if you will, the kind of quantum field or energetic field that we have, that actually can create in great force. So be mindful of your thoughts. So what they go on to say is that in that vein, you create a natural thought form. So when you are essentially in the process of thinking about, let's say, other beings or other, things that kind of go on in your world, you have the power to actually create them. So you're a creator being through your thought processes. So what they say is that, so yes, through the act of thought, you do have a non-human body connected to your current incarnation. So, I'm thinking maybe there's a connection going on, but they're saying that humans, I guess you could say, our consciousness, I'm not sure if it's just humans, are so powerful in the sense that when you think, you create into existence. So there's some sort of energetic quantum sort of energetic force, I guess you could say, that essentially has been created in another dimension through the thought process. Kind of makes sense. But they're just validating that it happens. And I that makes you kind of think, gee, are we the manifestation of somebody else's thoughts, if you will, in another dimension or another space like time location? So interesting to kind of ponder that one question. Would be good to ask that one. So anyway, I wanted to again share this particular video, and hope you liked it. And if you do like it, give it a thumbs up. And I will continue to see you in future videos in which I share more teachings. Thanks a lot. Bye.